Hey everybody. I recently ended a relationship in a not entirely mutual manner. I'm fine. Here are some photos illustrating that. I swear there really is a person under these. I edited these photos for privacy reasons, but they turned out a lot more serial killery than I was hoping. Whatever. When I was being broken up with, I was told that I should seek therapy, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to make one of my signature funny videos. And look, I want to be very clear. This isn't a sad video. This is a funny video. And you should be amused by all of this. Damn it. So the idea was I wanted to figure out what I was missing in terms of relationships and romance and stuff. I mean, look at all these stock pictures of couples. What do they have that I don't? I wanted to understand. So I went straight to the source on understanding things, the dictionary. Just bear with me a second here. L. Where's L? Ah. Here we go. Here we go. Love. Strong affection for another arising out of kinship or personal ties. Maternal for a child. No, not really what I'm going for. Attraction based on sexual desire, affection and tenderness felt by lovers. Yes, this seems like more what I'm going for. But I'm still not sure I've really learned anything new from this. So I needed to find some fresh ideas, and this place looked promising right off the bat. Ah, look at these. Fine assortment. Okay. Well, it was a bookstore, not a library, so I wasn't sure I could actually like read any of these completely. I needed somewhere with more straightforward messaging. And while it did seem like they had a lot of material on the subject, a lot of the messages seemed like they weren't really for me. Oh. Really, it just felt like there wasn't much more I could learn from these. So I hit the streets, seeing if there were any more messages I could glean. But I didn't feel like I learned a lot from these either. And while I was a bit tempted to quit, I decided instead to go to some romantic locations that I hadn't been to when I had the chance, and see if I could find some romance in action. I saw all kinds of romance. Romance between people, romance between ducks, which was less relevant, but still interesting. I mean, you can't tell me that this isn't worthwhile stuff right here. I was a little distracted in my mission by all the National Guardsmen that were around, and they honestly all looked just a bit bored to be there. I'm pretty sure this one's even pointing at the ducks. See? I tried to envision what it would be like to be here with somebody else, but it always felt pretty inauthentic, and I didn't feel like I was any closer to learning anything. I obviously needed to see more, so I went to even more beautiful spots to see what was going on there. A place like this could inspire even the most unloved person to feel some sort of affection. And I wasn't the only person to think so. I spied a couple taking wedding photos here. So I must have been onto something. This place was calm and peaceful. The sort of place you could think about things by yourself for a while. even if you were pretty sure you weren't really going to figure anything out. Not that you'd expected to anyway, really. I probably wasn't going to solve this particular puzzle right now, but then I don't think that was really the point of any of this. But here's a video I took of a raccoon. You can see he's going back into the woods. But then he starts getting closer to me, and I get a little frightened. But then he starts itching himself. Yep. Does this for a little bit. He regards me, and then he leaves again. Thanks for watching.